for the invitation to catch up with the Sanghas again. I think last time I met you was 2013. I missed last year's one. I was traveling back from Iraq. Since we last met, Lord Guru Kirpa, Khalsa has had the honor and the blessing to put the Sikhs on the map, in the British Islands and on the world map, especially at a time when religion is seen in a very negative light by the West, especially coming from an area where we resemble those who are carrying out acts of evil with turbans and beards. So for us to be in the British media telling them what Sikhs are all about, getting the message across through Seva, we have won many friends. I get a lot of inboxes, I get a lot of messages on Facebook for non-Sikhs who are joining Khalsa because they say, we love what's on your t-shirts, recognize the human race as one. So once again, I really appreciate the time here. Now today, we're talking about challenging the darkness, the legacy of Bhai Kalaraji, who challenged the darkness and paid the ultimate price. But look what's happened up to today. When you challenge the darkness, you have to accept that whatever form you're in, whoever you are, a Christian, a Sikh, a Hindu, a Muslim, when you challenge something evil, your days are numbered. And when we work in Iraq, on the borders, the first time I was there in Iraq, in this ID, I got messages before that, do you travel with your batka on when there's danger? I said, no, we don't. This is who we are. This is how we are. This is how we travel. This is how we live. The first journalist, American journalist, was beheaded, Mr. Foley. My wife's in the Sangat here. Got so many messages coming through, come back home. We were 10 kilometers from the Syrian border a few days later, working for the refugees. It was a very personal journey. So I'm sharing my personal experiences and how as Sikhs, we have a duty to challenge today's darkness in Punjab, but around the world. We should be more sensitive to those being beheaded by ISIS than anybody else, because that is the Mughals come back 10 times worse. These are the Mughals. There is so much zulm, oppression going on at the moment. If I tell you here, it'll be too graphic. I've heard tales in the camps. I've met mothers whose daughters have been abducted. Thousands of Assyrian girls, Yazidi girls being abducted. And their mothers are in the refugee camps. So when some people see me standing with a guy who's got like an Arabic scarf, he looks like an Arab, then I get this stupid message on Facebook, why are you helping Muslims? First of all, even if he's a Muslim, it's our duty if he's being oppressed. Secondly, these are Yazidi people. They are the oldest religion in the region, and they're being oppressed, they're being finished off. They're in the camps, not one left behind. They're one of the bravest people I met in the last few years, because you know what? They're the poorest, but when ISIS came to the village, you've seen the videos, they line them up. You're going to convert. They say no, they shoot them, or they behead them. So it's our duty as a Khalsa. We should be running the langars in every single refugee camp there and tell them, same thing happened to us. Because if you don't stand by those people today, tomorrow it's going to happen to us. What happened to us in 30 years, not many people outside Punjab, outside our community knew, yet we seek justice, but we kept it within ourselves. By Khalsa stood up for something. We reached, but we failed to reach the greater global Sangat. What we challenge, what we suffer. When you keep saying me, sanu hoya, nobody takes notice. So if we keep the me out when you do Seva, then you must take that me out when you get your message across. when you're sharing something on social media, share other people's pain. Talk about the Yazidi people. So what have we done to challenge ISIS? We have started helping the victims on the camps, on the Syrian border. 2 journeys are made. Every journey has high risk. Before we talk about those risks, I want to show you a video from Iraq, the bakery. Kurdish organization from Sweden were visiting the area. They said, Ravi, can you help us? We need to help open a bakery here. Imagine standing on this mountain, hardly anything there, plains. I looked around and said, here, you open a bakery here, middle of nowhere on a mountain? Okay, let's do it. And they looked around. Shall we do it? I said, let's do it. They got a builder. They built a nice little build room. We pledged $60,000 for baking machinery, all the heavy machinery. Remember, this is 10 kilometers away from the fighting across the river Tigris from Syria and Iraq. So within a few weeks, these doctors worked really hard. They negotiated the price to $40,000 for machinery. Khalsa had purchased it. Today, that video, I'll show you the video first. And remember what our gurus did. When they asked me, we never met a Sikh. I don't think Sikh ever visited the area. I said, actually he did. He was there 500 years ago in Iraq, probably passing through your villages. He was our Guru Nanak. We bring his message today to you. Imagine what you feel as a Sikh standing there, looking at those Yazidi guys, thousands, in the camps, passing that message. Actually, one of his lot came here earlier, 500 years ago. Sikhs are loved by everyone except the Sikhs. We will pull each other down, we'll look for faults, we will listen to gossip. The darkness we challenge outside, you're going to challenge it within your minds, in your hearts. When somebody talks rubbish about someone, challenge them. When we challenge that darkness within, you can go into the Iraqi border, you can stand there, and when somebody says to you, in your own community, don't you feel in danger? What happens if they attack the camp? There's a real chance, because they're attacking lightning attacks. And I said that before. We have a saying, the Sikhs, De, Te, Fateh. Yitte Deg or Te Deg. We're not going to run away. We'll stand and fight. You can't go into the area with your hands folded. You can't go into the area thinking you're a victim. You go into the area thinking you're a Khalsa, you're Guru Nanak Sikh. Guru Nanak Ji sent you 500 years later because these people were blessed by Guru Nanak, saying, when one day my Sikhs will return to help you. And that's what's happening today. Please have a look at the video. langar where it's needed. Fresh bread, 16,000 refugees a day, 2 to 3 times a day. This is where a guru went 500 years ago. This is where langar is happening now in the war zone. So we will be going back before the end of the month for 5 or 6 days, check on the bakery, and the winter's quite harsh as well, see what else we can do. Maybe we'll open another bakery. There is always people in the community that will spread rumors about organizations. Talk to us. We're very open. We've got nothing to hide. Ravi Singh doesn't have a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a mansion or unapproachable. This is who I am. I can talk to you anytime. You're very welcome. Only you can quash rumors. Only you can challenge the darkness of that hate within the community that brings other organizations down. So whoever the organization is, don't spread rumors about them. Talk to them. Not just Khalsa Aid. It's a very sickness in our community that we want to challenge everything. We want justice. We want human rights. Yet we are within, not cleaning our own thought. We're all on a journey. So that's the international work. We got Haiti, we got Uganda, got Bosnia. You all saw the floods last year. Now, 2 minutes on the floods. We worked a week in Somerset, and they put us on a world map, the people in Somerset, on the UK map. They become so close to the Sikhs and Khalsa Aid. We visit them regularly, they fundraise for us. There's a church in the Pind called Boroughbridge, and they got a photo of Harmandir Sahib in there, because they said we can never repay you. What do you, my Sikh brothers, our Sikh brothers done? And recently, the local landlord and a farmer, Jim Winkworth, he went to Punjab with me last month to see my Pind. And then he went to Harmandir Sahib, and he came back completely changed guy. Now, they had a meeting last night in Somerset in the Pind to twin my Pind, Mundia Jatta, with Boroughbridge. Imagine that, that'd be brilliant. So it's the first historical, that little Pind, Mundia Jatta, middle of nowhere, is twinned with Boroughbridge, if it goes ahead. But that's the love. In today's world, you are needed. This is needed. This is needed. Sadly, when I say to people, मैं सेवा करनी सिंह होंदे आ चलो चलिए रात को मम्मी कहती नहीं जा सकते. Our gurus went there. You're not going there discoing, you're going there for seva. It's in you as a Khalsa not to fear. ISIS, our modern Mughals, want you to be scared. But realistically, they'll fear the Khalsa more than fear anybody else. Because we got the Savalak mentality. We got that mental thought, we will only die once. They want to be shaheed, so can we. But doesn't mean we can't do the dig part. So the international work is very important. Today's society, you guys, the young ones, moving on, changing the world, changing thought. You have to change thought, which means you have to challenge yourself, challenge the dark forces, which happened, you know what happened last 2 days in France. Already they've banned the turbans. I don't know what will happen next to religious IEDs, because they're going to clamp down on it. So we've got to work twice as hard. We're humanitarians. We're not ISIS. So another 5 minutes. I'm not going to show you another video. We're just going to talk another 5 minutes before Sarabjit Singh comes on. Our work in Punjab, since I last spoke to you, has expanded. And during the last year's Sikh of the Year award ceremony, I was given the microphone to talk. And in the middle of Punjab, in Amritsar, I said it openly, and I say on my Twitter, I say on Facebook, I say openly, that to the Indian media, my words were, we work all over India, Kashmir, Gujarat, Tsunami, all over the world. As soon as we work in Punjab, the police want to talk to us, the CID get on back of us, intelligence agencies want to question our workers. But we got very brave individuals who are helping the families affected by 84, the Shaheed Parvaz. We got 250 now who rely on us every month. Some of you guys have actually gone to see those families. So I hope you guys will, more guys will volunteer to see those families and maybe connect with them. Because there will be, another 5-10 years they'll be gone. That's it. That is the last mark of certain things who disappeared, killed, murdered, tortured to death. Their mothers and fathers only few years left. Do the Seva. There's no bigger Seva in Punjab at the moment. But in overall India, we've been involved in the Kashmir floods as well, and South Indian cyclone. But our Punjab projects continue to grow. We've taken a school in Patiala. I hope some of you will volunteer. That school will have 2 or 3 rooms for people visiting from abroad. That school has only 3 to 4% Sikh kids at the moment. It's for the very poor people in the slums who are laborers. Their kids went to a school, the school was failing, it was a right mess. Our volunteers have been working very hard, got the contractors, done the school up, looks really nice, clean, we're putting water filtration, we're going to put some langar there. If people want to do langar there a week, pay for it, that's fine, you can go and sponsor it. Uniforms. We're going to make it a model. When something happens to us in Punjab, we want people to rally with us. The non-Sikhs generally don't, because we don't reach to anyone. So now we will help the poor people of that Patiala slums to come forward. We've got 3 Gurmukh Prachar centres, one in Mirpur, one in Amritsar, and one outside Jalandhar. These Prachar centres have a total 600 children attending every day. They get free education, free tuition. It's all Sikhi based, and there are some Hindu kids that come to as well. With all the drugs, all the nashe going on, these kids, they do Nagar Kirtan, they do Gatka, they do all sorts of Seva, and they're connecting the spiritual side of Sikhi. So there's lots happening in Punjab. Our commitment in Punjab is probably between 10 to 15,000 pounds a month. Yeah, and we welcome anybody to go and check it. Anyway, at all. And again, once again, I will finish on the same as I started on that topic. World is changing. We need to change. We need to be the Sevadars. We need to be the sun spies. And we need to get the star onto the world level as a mark and symbol of humanity. If you don't do it, you know the injustice of who you are. Now's the time when the world is fading in darkness and so much evil for you to shine. If you don't shine now, it's going to be too late. We'll be surrounded by darkness. The Khalsa has always been that Chandi Kala spirit. So let's get out there. Let's change the world through Seva and love and humanity. Once again, thank you for the time to all the organisers. Really appreciate it, all the support and you guys. And hopefully you will volunteer with us. With a lot of events coming up throughout the year. And let's change the world through Seva. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.